Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Data Cloud Now. We're currently in San Francisco at Snowflake Summit, where I'm now delighted to be joined by Matti, Erkheikki, Chief of Products and Alliances at QPR Software, along with Teemu, Lehto, Chief of Professional Services at QPR Software. Gentlemen, such a pleasure to be with both of you here today.
Super good to be here. Honored to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Looking forward to diving in. Matti, QPR Software's purpose is to help organizations reach their full operational potential. With today's current focus on AI, how is this technology transforming the way businesses approach process improvement in the pursuit of operational excellence?
Well, Ryan, you know, it all started actually back when process mining was invented as a data-driven method to improve business processes. And unlike the traditional ways where you were relying on workshops and interviews and things like that. So then with the process mining, it gives you really the full transparency of your business processes so that you can transform, improve, optimize, automate them. And in process mining, we use AI in many different ways. We use it for clustering analysis, identifying root causes for process deviations and things like that. Then all the way from predictions into using large language models to provide automated insights and findings and process improvement recommendations. And now at the moment, when all organizations all over the world, they are looking into building agentic AI solutions to automate processes, it's, I believe, more than ever important to have a full understanding of your processes, where to automate, what is the impact of the automation, and so forth. So it's really good to be in this process mining business at the moment.
You very much need a top-down approach, Matti. Teemu, from your seat, as companies grapple with harnessing AI's true potential, how are the leaders adapting not only their business processes, but also their internal ones to ensure they are best positioned to benefit from this technology's upside?
Thanks, Ryan. So the successful leaders, they have realized that true operational excellence is the outcome of frictionless business processes.
Right.
So that means basically that when you look at your business process, you want to cut out the waste, the rework. Then you want to look at the manual activities, and those are the ones you want to automate the manual activities. And then the third thing is you want to increase your throughput and speed. So that's what you want to do as a frictionless business process. So now these successful leaders, they have realized that this kind of process ownership is something that they need to introduce to the company. So if your company is still like operating in silos, there's like one department using one kind of IT systems, other department, sales doing something, delivery using some IT systems, finance using completely different systems. So they need to have somebody who's like looking after the whole process, kind of having the ownership of the process. And why this is relevant today is that the platforms like Snowflake, they gather the data from all over the organization. So now we can actually use the tools like QPR and process mining to use all that data, build a long end-to-end process, and then show what are the bottlenecks and the problems, what's the kind of the rework, and then make that frictionless. So those are the successful leaders. Let me give you 3 examples from our customers.
Sounds great.
Thanks. So number one, Ericsson, the kind of telecommunication network manufacturing company. They are using QPR to make sure that they do according to the trade compliance regulations. So there's a big risk in that kind of business that you are kind of selling to the wrong clients or purchasing from the wrong vendor. So we are analyzing this purchasing process and order to cash delivery process with process mining to see that the end-to-end process qualifies for all the trade compliance registrations. And that data is huge. So they are obviously using Snowflake to store the data and get the analysis. Number one, I would introduce Confi, the kind of the American private insurance company. So they had the data already in Snowflake. So they just took our Snowflake native app into use and tapped that into the data. And from the day one, they are getting the results to see how the processes go and how they can now improve this, their own customers and agents engagement in the process and make the process faster. And then as a last customer in this setup, I would introduce Sanofi, a very good customer. We've been working with them for 6 years now, and they are using process mining QPR in a very, very large scale. So they have already got a lot of benefits. Like they have automated their invoicing processes. They've done a lot of work in the procurement, a lot of work in the manufacturing. But then what else they have done is that they won the Hackett Award for the HR process improvements. It's just a little bit more than 1 year ago. They signed into the competition and they got awarded. So the throughput time from that process, the duration, has been lowered from 9 days to 1 day.
Wow.
And the saving of the kind of the work needed from the HR people, it's like 2,800 hours per day per year,
wow.
which means like a two FTEs. But even more important, it saves the time from the business managers. Like when you look at the end-to-end process, you want it to be very good for your customer, and for the internal processes, your customer is somebody in your organization, like the management. So that's like that kind of benefits. I think Sanofi has already reached more than the total figure of the benefits they have reached by using QPR and process mining, and then improving their own organization with robotic automation and other activities. I think they've already gone way beyond 100 million euro total savings in the 6 years. So that's what the successful leaders have been able to do.
Great examples. Thank you for that. And I have to say the buzz and excitement is all around us here at Snowflake Summit. How does the AI Data Cloud's ease of use platform power your collective ecosystem of partners and customers? And what role does this play in QPR's long-term success? I know we've covered some of these, but would like to dive a little bit deeper into this. Matti, why don't we start with you?
Yeah, very good question, Ryan. First of all, we are all in this terrific ecosystem. It's so fantastic and amazing to be in this summit and feel all the energy and the vibe around us and the developments. Yeah, so at QPR, we have the native app available in the marketplace, as you know, and we truly love the concept of native apps, the way how it provides a modern opportunity for B2B companies acquire and deploy and consume the software. And just for our clients, the time savings they do in the acquisition and contract negotiation, security reviews, because those are basically eliminated when it's a native app. So the savings just from that time means millions of dollars for them, because instead of spending time there, now from day one, like Teemu said, they can actually start finding those inefficiencies and acting upon them. And that's just fantastic.
Quicker time to insights.
Yeah.
And from your perspective, Teemu?
Yeah, I spend a lot of time with the clients, and I can definitely see that Snowflake makes this process mining easy and fast. So in the past, like 5 years ago, it maybe took an average like 2 to 3 months for the client to collect the data, put it into the tool, and then get the results and understanding of how the process goes. Now, those customers who already have the data in Snowflake, they've gathered it already. So they can literally just take the tool, and within the very same day, they get the transparency into how the business processes go. And that is an awesome kind of benefit for them. Really
Talk about frictionless and ease of use. Doesn't get any more easy than that.
No, it's like amazing. I remember the hurdles from getting the data, but now it's all done. You just need to leverage on the data that you already have there.
Great.
The number 2 benefit from Snowflake is the scalability. We always were facing the limitation of the CPU limitation, RAM, memory limitations, loading a lot of data to our tool, in-memory tool. Now with the Snowflake edition, there's no such limitations. You can really put in a lot of data. And when you think about this process mining, the more data you have, the better root cause analysis it does. It finds the detailed things that are not working so well. It gives a very precise information. You do want to put a lot of data,
right.
But a lot of data is a lot of data. It costs a fortune, but with Snowflake Pay As You Go, It's really the model that really works here. So perfect platform for process mining.
Love to hear it, gentlemen. Now I want to look towards what's next. As you both look towards the year ahead, what use cases do you see leading the way, and what advice would you like to share with the audience on ensuring they are ready to capitalize on their data foundations?
Well, it's probably not for a surprise, but agentic AI is clearly one of the use cases. And now with the help of process mining and QPR, I think the Snowflake customers are in a position to fully leverage the investments made into that data foundation. And they can provide agentic AI solutions that actually live up to the expectations and deliver real business value. But secondly, I wouldn't underestimate the potential value from having that perfect visibility into those hidden process inefficiencies and being able to act upon them, because they are slowing down the process. They are causing dissatisfaction both among your customers and employees as well. And well, lastly, they usually cost millions of dollars per month in different kind of waste in your operations.
Thank you, and Teemu, from your lens.
Yeah, that's right. I would start with the recommendation that they already heard yesterday from the keynote. So start experimenting already today. Like the moment you have your first data in Snowflake with some timestamps on when the activities are happening, that's the moment when you can start exploring the process mining benefits. So just take the app, see how the process looks like, what's the visibility. And the good point in the experimentation is that the tool not only gives you the visibility on how the process goes, but it shows the problems. So it actually quantifies the potential that you have in improving the process. So it can give you the figure, okay, you are wasting, let's say, $10 million on annual level in these problems in this process.
Gives you the context.
It gives you context, and then it gives you the idea that, okay, should I start developing this or not? Maybe you have a bigger opportunity somewhere else, but if you don't, then you just see how to do it. You put robotic RPA, Six Sigma, but anyways, kind of you do the experimentation first, very easy, and then build a business case, and then you start deploying it into the kind of continuous use. And the way how to get started, number one option, of course, is to go to the Snowflake Marketplace. The app is there, 30-day free trial. You can just take it there and see the processes of your own company on your own. Well, you can always contact QPR.com, us. Or one quite interesting thing is that when you are working with your current data partner, who is helping you to put the data to the Snowflake and helping you with the data transformations, you can ask those guys to deliver you the QPR process mining demo. There's a chance they're already QPR partner. If they are not, we in QPR, we are super happy to work together with them to prepare the data for you as a customer. So you will get a demo of process mining with your own data. So that is the state where we are. Software is available, technology is ready. You have the Snowflake. I think it's now time to put the data into place and start improving the processes with that data that you have.
I love it, gentlemen. Such a pleasure sitting down with both of you here today.
Thank you very much. It's been an honor to be here.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon.